I was scrolling through Twitter the other day and I saw this tweet from the SoLLUMINATI updates page, and it said it's so finally streaming today. And it was posted on July 1st, 2025. Now, as we all know, in the month of May, SoLLUMINATI went on a major streak, a generational run that we had never seen him do. He decided to stream for 30 days straight, right? And he started that on May 1st. Now, obviously, he has missed June, and since July came, he figured maybe he's gonna start back the streak again on July 1st. Either way, when he had the streak, even though it was supposed to be for 30 days straight, we all know that that did not turn out the way it was supposed to, because Twitch banned him on not just one occasion, but twice. The first occasion was because he broke TOS. The second occasion, they literally told him it was a mistake or an error, which none of us believe. We just think they're watching him and they just watching him so close and they don't like him, right? But during that time, when Twitch was banning SoLLUMINATI, he was considering signing a deal with Kick. So he was in talks with Kick about getting a contract with them, and Aiden Ross was actually helping him through that process, as we all know. Now, as all y'all know, a year or two ago, Kick was signing people to multi-million-dollar deals. They were signing the streamers left and right, like NBA level contracts, multi-million-dollar deals, right? And now they have slowed down on that and they have cut back. And it didn't work out with SoLLUMINATI and Kick, long story short, because Kick decided not to sign him. They decided, it wasn't that they didn't want to sign him, it was that they weren't going to pay him millions of dollars. They weren't going to give him that contract they were giving everybody else, right? So the thing is, SoLLUMINATI decided he had to go back to Twitch because Kick wasn't trying to pay him. I'm here to say that I actually fully understand why Kick did not want to pay SoLLUMINATI a multi-million-dollar contract. Now, before I continue and talk about why they didn't pay him, I would like to first say that I am a huge SoLLUMINATI fan. And I actually have a fear of making this video because I don't want to put it out and have it do well and SoLLUMINATI sees it or his other fans see it and think I'm a hater. That is not true. He's my favorite streamer, favorite content creator probably. If anybody were to go live on stream today and I felt like I needed to watch the stream, it would be his. It's almost every time he goes live, I feel like I want to be in that stream. And I don't do that for nobody else, not even Casanat, not even iShowSpeed. So hear me when I say I am a SoLLUMINATI fan. I'm a SoLLUMINATI supporter. I'm not here to hate, but just because I'm a supporter doesn't mean that I cannot tell you the truth about real observations and tell you what I actually think and feel and notice about somebody that I support. That's completely okay to do. So I just want you to understand that. Now, as to why Kick did not sign SoLLUMINATI to a multi-million-dollar deal. Now, here's context first. SoLLUMINATI basically came back and said that Kick wanted him to sign some deal where he had to stream for a certain amount of time, a certain amount of hours per month or per week or something like that. Like, the point is he had to hit these goals and these milestones to get his money. SoLLUMINATI did not like that because he wants to make sure that he can stream when he feels like it, and he doesn't want to feel like tied down or like he has to do something when he doesn't feel like it, when he doesn't feel that energy, which I can completely understand because I don't know, it's almost like having a 9-to-5, right? You know, you don't want to be told when to come into work, and if he did that, he'd have to be told when to come into work. And even if you didn't have a problem going into work, you just don't like having that option or choice taken away from you. Here's the thing though. SoLLUMINATI went on this great streak in May, and we all know it didn't work because Twitch banned him. And then after that, he stopped doing the thing where he would alternate between upload a video, then stream, then upload a video, then stream. Even though he could have streamed on YouTube, he didn't want to do that, but that's a whole different story, right? After the streak broke, we had June come. June, I don't know how many times he streamed in June, but he barely streamed in June. And then he made a video showing that he did have another schedule for the month of June, but we barely saw him from June. It's been over 2 weeks by now, and everybody knows this, right? And then I saw this tweet, and it's July, and we're seeing if he's gonna stream. It is now July 3rd, and SoLLUMINATI has yet to even upload a video or stream or update. This what's happening right now, us not knowing where he is, him disappearing again, even though I expect he could come back this week. I can make this video, he could come back tomorrow, but that doesn't mean he's gonna be consistent. And that's my point. This reason right here is why Kick did not give him a multi-million-dollar deal, right? As much as I love SoLLUMINATI, as much as I'm sure all of you love SoLLUMINATI, you have to admit that he is like ridiculously inconsistent, right? So even if he does show up, you never know when you're gonna see him again. And the thing that we love so much about his May run is that we all knew exactly when we would see him again because he had a schedule. He was doing it every single day at a specific time, and he told us what was coming up next. Once that schedule broke, and it broke his consistency and it broke his patterns, everything has started to fall apart, right? So you have to think about it like this. If you were a company and a guy, a CEO of a company, right? And you have millions of dollars to be giving out to people, giving out contracts, right? If you're going to sign somebody to your platform, you are signing them to the platform to actually be active on the platform. With SoLLUMINATI, even though, yes, you would get mad people to download your platform, you get mad people to pull up, right? That would only happen when he is actually streaming. So say they signed him to a deal today, right? And he didn't go live for 30 days. You know what I'm saying? And then he pulled up, he did like 2-3 streams, and then he disappeared for another 3 months. And with him, that's not far-fetched. You know, that's exactly what he could do and probably would do. You get what I'm saying? Like, we had a lot of faith when May started, which was cool because we had never seen it, but we're starting to see again that, you know, he's going back into his patterns. He's going back into his ways, which I completely understand. He's gonna go live when he wants to. But you also gotta understand, if you're gonna ask a company to give you multi-millions, then you will have to show up to do what they, you know, signed you to do in the first place. Because if I give you millions and you just decide not to stream, now I look stupid because I just gave you a big bag and you could stream 2-3 times a year if you choose to. Tell me how that makes sense. And like I said, I love him, I love his content, but he's not consistent enough for you to trust. If you're gonna hire anybody, if you're gonna give anybody a contract, you have to be able to have a certain level of trust with that person to know not only their abilities, but that they will use those abilities, right? Imagine I had an NBA team, right? And I wanted to sign LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, whoever, right? But when they sign the contract, right? It's not like they're injured, right? Say they're healthy. They said, all right, cool, but I'm gonna play basketball whenever I feel like playing basketball. I'm not gonna play every game. I'm just gonna wake up that day, and if I feel like playing basketball, then I'll play basketball. If I don't feel like playing basketball, I won't play basketball. And it's not because they're hurt. Because when a person is hurt, you gotta be understanding, right? When they're injured, you gotta be understanding. But if I got a healthy Michael Jordan on my team, a healthy LeBron James on my team, and he just opted to play 10 games out of our 82 game season, and he decided to play 1 game of every playoff series, how stupid would it be of me if I gave LeBron James or Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant a multi-million-dollar contract knowing that they will not come and play? Knowing that they are going to be at home or be on the bench all the time. The best ability is availability. And the reality is that SoLLUMINATI has not shown consistency when it comes to availability. And that's one of like, that's honestly, like, he's such a great content creator. That is his biggest flaw. He is a great content creator. That is his biggest flaw. He's raw, he's unfiltered, like he's gonna say what he wants when he wants to. He's funny, but his biggest flaw is his availability, which sucks because availability, I would argue, is the most important ability to have. Granted, if you're somebody that's always showing up and you have no talent, yeah, I understand that don't really do nothing. But it also don't matter if you have all the ability in the world, all the talent in the world, and you never show up either. So for Kick not to give him a multi-million-dollar deal makes complete sense, because on top of that, they were offering him money. It was just like, what criteria that you're actually gonna be here? Like, can you agree that you're gonna be here? And he couldn't like confirm to them that he would be here because he didn't want to do that, which I understand. But the reality is, if you want somebody to give you millions, you gotta be trustworthy, you gotta be reliable, you gotta be consistent. And he hasn't proven himself to be any of those things. Even though he had the greatest streaming month that he's ever had in his career, he still broke the streak. And even though, yes, Twitch banned him, he could have still went and uploaded on YouTube every day. Because he was, at first it was like, I'm gonna stream every day. Then before he got banned, or whatever the case may be, I forgot it was before or after his first ban, he was like, I'm gonna do a stream, then video, stream, video, stream, video, right? If he got banned from streaming, he could have just did videos every day. And he like, I ain't gonna let it, you know what I'm saying? make me stop or did YouTube every day. Like, there was something that he could have done every day. He could have just stuck to YouTube every day if he wanted to. He chose not to. And you gotta understand, people have choices, but you also gotta understand, if he's gonna make that kind of choice, then Kid can make the choice to not give him millions, especially if he don't wanna like match that criteria of showing up. Because that's all the criteria really was. Like, you gotta show up this much. And he was like, hell no, I'ma pass. So yeah, I love SoLLUMINATI from the bottom of my heart. I hope this video don't cause no beef with him nor his fans, because I'm a true supporter. I'm just being honest. It's just as he would be unfiltered and tell the truth, I'm gonna be unfiltered here and tell the truth, and it is what it is. But yeah, that's why Kick did not sign SoLLUMINATI to a multi-million-dollar deal. We don't know where he is right now, and I hope he returns soon, but yeah, you know, we'd be all lucky to have him whenever he comes back. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This is J Athletic Gaming, and I'll catch you on the next one.